Hi guys, so today's busted out video is going to be the eBrush. So when I was going through my stuff, you guys had seen them and only a few people commented. I don't know if you have it. It wasn't cheap and I looked it up a while back and it seems like it wasn't available, but now I see it on Craftwell's site because they're the ones that, I don't know if they're the ones that originally made it though. I don't remember this being a Craftwell item, but I know they do the cut and emboss and some other stuff. Oh yeah, I just have Craftwell right there, USA.com. So it's not cheap. And I bought it, and I think I used it twice. To review it one time, and then one time to put it like on nails just to try it out, and then that was it. So if you're not familiar with the eBrush, oh, what I just showed you, or what I was putting away was another little Local King video I made that's so cute. And oh my gosh, I just realized I put my card the opposite way. Anyway, I'll have this probably available tomorrow. So bust it out, you know, bring this thing out, especially something like this, because you can have a lot of fun with it. If you have, you know, like food dyes or food inks, which I do have for another airbrush machine that I got that was, what's the brand? Cake Boss. It was on clearance, so I picked it up, never opened it, and I got inks to go with it, so hopefully edible ink, you know, obviously, that they're not expired. I don't know how that, normally they don't expire as long as they still work, but you never know. So what I wanted to show you guys is how to use it and if it still works with some of our pens. I know they had adapters, look at that, ooh, I tried it out there, to work with Spectrum Noir, but that was a long time ago and it's the hexagon shape one, so I don't know. I'm sure you can rig something up to work. And look at this, it even came with some markers and I have them in here still, so obviously cool, because I was thinking, do I have any of the original hexagon shaped ones? Let's see if they even work. So I did bring out some other markers that I know will still work, and I did bring out some alcohol ink ones and some just regular. Oh, see, this was never even opened, so hopefully it's juicy. Apparently, I opened the green one. Let me try it. Oh, yep, still works. You guys, I haven't opened this in years. I'll just show you on this piece of paper because I have a scrap paper. Still juicy, which is awesome. So I'll try this one out just in case you guys still have some of the same shapes. Maybe you refill them, I don't know. So the point of this thing is that it's an embossing machine you can plug in. Of course I dropped something. It does not require, what's that those little tubes, those scary things. I hate using, what are they called? I'll come up with it. CO2 cartridges? Type of thing, I guess. I don't know. Plus like the compressor kind of thing. I don't even know. So you just plug it in. They do sell a spare battery that you can plug in. I'm assuming it goes in here or something. I don't know what this is. But, you know. Alright, let's get this plugged in. I'm going to start sizing up some of these guys because basically what you have to do is check them out. And like this one says CP01, so that's Copic. I don't exactly remember all the codes. SP01, so that's probably Spectrum Noir, and maybe the first type, because like I said, it should have the hexagon. Where's the hexagon? Oh no! Let me make sure. And what's funny is, this is Tombow TB. Yeah, I think that was Spectrum Noir. AD, what do you guys think AD is for? SN, I think it's Spectrum Noir. Maybe SP is, I don't know what it is, something else. And then we have PC01. What's a bummer, like I said, how is this supposed to work? Oh yeah, duh, I was looking at the wrong shape, the wrong side. This is the Spectrum Noir side, so you put it in there. And I believe you're supposed to use the chisel end like they showed here in this picture, but we will figure all that out in just a minute. I have, so these Spectrum Noirs, I brought out these these Marvy, because supposedly we would use these in the past, but I don't know if this is going to fit any of these. Let's see. Nope. Oh, this one kind of holds it. It depends. It has to be like right here. The nib has to be right under that area. So we'll check this out. I'll continue messing with these. Again, Copic has that cool shape. It's the Copic sketch markers. Oh, I do have Copics. Maybe I'll grab one. Oh, this one might work if we hold it just so. So anyway, let me bring out some paper. I have a bunch of, what's the thing called? Stencils here we can try out. The Sharpie for sure. I don't know, maybe one of these stands for the SP, huh? Sharpie, maybe. You're supposed to use the Sharpie fine point. And in all their little videos that promoted this a long time ago, they were always using the Sharpies. I guess that was their favorite. Maybe because they're inexpensive and just a fun way to kind of use them. Sharpie fine point. Yep, right there. Okay. So let's try these out. Okay, so I have a paper. I have this backup paper just in case I get something on my mat that doesn't want to come off. I don't know what that would be, but you know. Let's start with Sharpies because everyone has Sharpies. They're, you know, pretty inexpensive. And let's try and do like a little color blend. And I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe we'll use these. See what happens. Okay, because what we can do is get the Sharpie base. Now when you put this on here, it has like a little area that's supposed to pop in. And this thing should end up on the top. So when you go like this and you lock it in, the marker should end up on the top, is what I saw in the picture. So I'm like, that seems weird though. But yeah, so we'll see. Okay, so SP, supposedly Sharpie. Let's try this out. And then you put this guy in. And as you can see, the point is pointing right at the Sharpie tip, okay? Let me grab the instructions, because that seems weird to me, but no, I think that's right. Yeah, no, yeah, the marker goes on top. It's so weird, because you would think that it should go like this, because it's going to blow off of there, but no. So, oof. And you might have to adjust it if it's not working. So we're going to turn it on. And right now it's on full spray mode, right? So there's lower. So let me try it. Nothing's happening. Let me bring that up a little bit. No, that's too low. Okay, there we go. So you might have to adjust your nib, like where it's at. But again, I don't really 100% know how to use this, so that doesn't look very good. There we go. Okay, not my favorite. Let me switch out this one to the next guy. These Sharpies I bought at the beginning of this school year, so not too long ago, so they should work pretty well if they're gonna work. Let's go a little higher. There we go. Let's go highest. That's better. I'm gonna go to the deeper fuchsia. And you can always test this somewhere else before you get to your work surface. That way you already know. Oh, that one came out perfect. Okay. I need to use this more often, especially since I made the investment in it. And I bought this in Georgia, so I haven't been living in Georgia for almost 6 years now. Ooh, this one's not making it. Push it down a little more. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. I love her. That pink. Look at that pink. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny? Oh, do I have it here? I spent some time playing with like the magic mushrooms and things that Local King had sent me. And I made a little background like this. And it's supposed to look like Northern Lights, and I had a heavy hand. As far as that, you're supposed to put other things in front of this, so it kind of, you know, buries that. But look at the little, you can totally do that, right? You do your thing, and then you just do black on the ends. Oh, let me try. Just, let me get this black Sharpie. I hardly ever use Sharpies, especially because I've done reviews back in the day where you can use them like Spectrum Noir and stuff. You know what, let's put a little more of this lavendery purple first. And they work. You can blend them to a certain extent, but not really. Okay. Oopsie. Yeah, it's much better. I guess if you're looking to make like a real gradation and you want this effect, right? That little sprinkly effect, then, you know, go ahead and start off with the I'm gonna go into, I don't know why, I'm gonna go into orange. No, yellow. You start off with less pressure or less spray ability. Ooh, and it's even mixing the colors. Oh my gosh, you guys. So let's say you have that yellow and then you want it to be a little less. And then kind of going out to nothing. That one's harder to control. I don't really like the look of it, but it's there. So there's that. And I'm having fun with this. More fun than I did the first time. I don't know why. I remember testing it out and then just not using it again. Look at that. I'm just trying to fill it in with this black. Of course, you'd probably use like an ink, something like that. Maybe the black's not juicy enough. No, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Keep your hand moving, that's the other thing. Obviously, I'm not a spray brush artist, but that's what I would say. So it's a little bit hard to control because I've filled up almost this page because, you know what I'm saying, it started splaying like this yellow going into the black. It's not my favorite, but check that out. I mean, it's something. All right. So we have those. Obviously those work great. I'll take this off. Unscrew it there. Let's try the Spectrum Noir just because. Again, put it in sideways so that when you turn it, well, actually, is that the turning way? Nope. So you turn it this way, that this thing is up. And we'll try the green again. And we need to try the sketch side. Obviously, I'll have to play with this more to see if, oh, that's not good. You want the nib. Like it's spraying off the nib. I don't know if you can see that, the way it's pointing out. Supposedly, let's try this. Yeah, that's not my favorite. Again, this nib, I mean, it had juice, but maybe it doesn't have enough juice to do this kind of thing. You can also adjust it. Yeah, that one didn't spray as well. Let me try to get back in frame. So that one did not spray as well. Again, it is an older marker. It's plenty juicy here, though. All right, so there's that. And let me try about this Tombow. Not Tombow. Do I have Tombow pens? You know I probably do somewhere. Which one did I say worked? Oh, I wanted to show you something. So I went to use this one because I wanted to see if I had some markers, and it was like super dry. So all I did, let me show you. This one's also dry. Pretty dry because it has like white specks in the middle. Just open this up, and this is something I learned from Local King. And sometimes the backs are easier to remove than other times, and she also advises not to use your teeth, but guess what? I use my teeth on this one. And I have this little syringe from Daiso, super cheap, and you can see the nib is right there, or the little guy, and I just added, oops, see? Added too much water. Let me get this. But that's why you leave it open, so you can see when you've added enough water or too much, right, in this case. And it shouldn't damage that, I was gonna say, because that's, what's the thing called? See? Now it's all juicy and ready to go. So if your markers are dried out, don't get scared. Just add some water. You can even do this with Crayolas, which I never knew until they run out and they look bad, right? So let me find, Spectrum Noir is not gonna do it. You know what? No, the sharper one, it has to come down close enough that it's gonna be right on top of. Let's see. Which one would I try that I thought worked? There was one that I put it, maybe it was this one. No. Okay, let me try to figure this out and see if I can get this to work on one of these. I'm not gonna mess with this so much more. So I would say this PC01, and maybe they have some for Marvies now, would probably be the one I would try because you can get it in there, you can shove something else in there, right? Like some, I don't know what, foam or something to keep it kind of high enough, because it needs to be angled towards this and it needs to be like here. Let me try holding it with my hand. This might be a disaster, but again, I would shove something in there to make it work if that's that important, right? If it's really like something you really want to do. Let's see, let's turn this thing on. Let's try this. That's not easy. Well, there it goes. Hold on. It shot some out, but I don't know how to hold it. My hand's totally in the way. Sorry, guys. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, it's worth trying. It's worth trying to rig this. Let me turn this off. Like I said, just make it a little bit thicker. Something that maybe you can wrap around this and keep it always and put it in there. I don't know. But you can do it. And like I said, maybe they have adapters for this now. Again, Copics are going to be basically the same thing. So you can use water markers and you can use other ones. So, what do I have here? Let Let me cut down a piece of paper just to make like a card front, maybe through a stencil, and that'll be it. I just found these in my garage. I told you guys I'm gonna start cleaning my garage. It went from raining here and cold and ugly because it was raining to blazing hot. So I'm like, no, there's enough time to be in the garage. And maybe that's good because, you know, these like viruses don't like the heat, and hopefully that'll, you know, kind of deplenish it or whatever you want to say for now. I don't know. It's weird because normally we're in the 60s, and when we get into the 80s and higher 80s, that's because it's already like past the normal summer for people. Like for us, it comes later. So it's just been crazy out here. But I did do some picking up so that we can actually walk around in there a lot better. We have just a ton of bikes, like as big as my craft room is, I probably have the craft room plus more out there. So I know where the things are and I can go find them when I need them. But like Jerry Seinfeld said, right? When something gets to the garage and never comes back in. I don't think that's the case for craft things though. Okay, so I just locked that in, and I have this honeycomb by Tim Holtz, and I'm gonna try to make it look nice. Okay, sorry, my kids came in. So I'm gonna use this yellowish color. It doesn't have a name. Some of the new Sharpies, they do have names, right? But whatever, so I'm gonna put that in. And I'm just gonna do some airbrushing and then with the brown too, so let's just go for it. So I'm staying in this area for a lot longer because I want it to be more kind of thicker. And then I'm going to start kind of letting off a little bit. Let me go to medium, I don't know. Okay, so that's that one. I can move it, I guess. Let's see what that looks like. Not bad. I probably should have moved this over a little bit because I cut this down already to be kind of matted, but that's all right. And let's just get some brown in there. And this is just a brown shade that I have here. And again, I probably should have, well, I guess I could put it back. Something like that, right? And I'm gonna do it from this corner and bring it up. Nope. The lack of sound should tell me that it wasn't on. Ooh, this one's juicy. That orange one kind of ran out quick. Okay, I was just thinking, what if I try a metallic one? I know the metallic ones work because that's what they try to advertise on their little stuff. But anyway, oosh, I don't know where my gold metallic ones are. Pretty cool. Then I have these Dollar Tree ones. I wonder if these would work. Anyway, we can keep playing and, you know, just try out whatever adapter you have. Just try it out. And if the pen touches so far as the tip, you should be able to use it, you know? So, pretty fun. You know, I just forget to use things like this. I'm not always in the market for using stuff like this, but since I have it, it would make sense to try and use it, wouldn't it? Let me try to use this one. This might be a disaster, but again, just experiment, especially if you have one already. Like, try to bring that thing out, and I will try to do the same. Like, that looks like it's too far away. Let me see. Yeah, it's a little too far. Ooh, look at that though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to get this going. Okay, that one is worth trying. Okay, these are from the Dollar Tree, you guys. But look at this. This is the PC01, and it seems like it might work. I might get excited for nothing, but we should kind of keep this the way it should be, right? I don't know. I guess that doesn't matter. Let me turn this on. The thing is, it's a little bit loose, so when I put it in there, It may or may not work. We will see. Oh, you guys, it is working. My little machine's bouncing around my table, but that's okay. Look at that. And this is a sparkly pen. That's kind of why I wanted to use it. I might have to adjust it, maybe put a little bit more like something on the pen to make it a little bit thicker so it stays up a little bit higher. And then hold down my template, because look at that. It's on there. Cool. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Maybe I'll use this for a card, I don't know, we'll see. And if you have this, bust it out, why not? And if you don't have it, I don't know that it's worth going to buy, but if you have it, try it out. Alright guys, I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.